I've just turned my heater on after not using it in like 10 months and it set the fire alarm off. So I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared of the fire alarm right now, but you know what? It's so cold and I need a heater on because I'm freezing. So today, it's probably my most requested video for a really, really long time. I'm going to be doing my date night smoky glam that I always tell you guys about, but I've never actually done it on camera. So I go to a lot of singles nights. I go to the Thursdays events because I am painfully single right now. Hopefully not for much longer. Hopefully this makeup look will find me a Prince Charming, but I'm going to be doing it together with you guys today. But there's going to be a bit of a twist. I've kind of incorporated a ShopMy stash into this video. So as we talk about the steps, I'm going to go into my collection and try and find a product that I want to use, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just thought I'd switch it up a little bit. I've seen other content creators do things like this, and let me know if you enjoy it, because I'll do it a little bit more for you guys. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I like bright, fun, colourful makeup. However, today we're not going to be doing colourful makeup because we're doing smoky glam, and I don't do bright blue eyeshadow to go to my singles events. As much as I would love to, and as iconic as that would be, no, I'm going to do some smoky neutrals today, but it's going to be really, really fun. I have done a take of this look for my channel members, but I use different products. These products I actually use on dating events, so this is like the real deal. And I'm really excited because I love this look. This look is one of those looks that I just keep going to because I love it. I feel really good in it. And I think it makes me feel really, really confident. I'm really happy that I found a look like that because walking into the doors of the dating event is like, I'm here. Like, I'm confident, I'm sexy, I'm like loving life, and I'm here to find a man. I think your makeup and your outfit can make all the difference with these kind of events. And so, yeah, I'm going to share with you the makeup that I love to do and that makes me feel so good. So I actually do my eyes first for my little dating event look. So let's go in my drawers. And let's see. Okay, this is my cheek drawer here with pigments and like little bits and bobs. So most of my Pastel Roses pigments are here. They're in my big cup of randomness. I'm doing a series right now where I randomly select one of these and then do an eyeshadow look based around it. So definitely check out my YouTube shorts and my TikTok and things like that if you wanted to see that. And then the ones that I have used, I'm putting back in here. So like I've already used them. But there is room for a little pigment in this look. I normally use one of my Pastel Roses shades. However, this shade has not been used in so long. This is from Touch and Soul. It's the Metalist eyeshadow in the shade, let me have a look, Cream Peach, number 1. I want to kind of play around with different pigments because they can get a little bit neglected, but this is going to be absolutely perfect for that, so I'm excited. I think with my dating look, I can get trapped in doing the same thing because like I know it works, and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing again today. Could that work with it? No, that's kind of green. I like to stick quite neutral. They're all quite colourful. So yeah, I think this is going to be the best little single. Okay, eyeshadow drawer. Oh my goodness. I mean, I've said before, the palette that I use for my dating events is the Desert Haze, and it's what I'm going to use today. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. This is the palette that I use all the time for my dating events. It's the best. I feel like this lighting is so bad. I'm so sorry. But it's just the best for the looks that I really want to do. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely perfect. I've done, I think 2 dating events now with this palette, and it's never let me down. So yeah, gonna pull that. Okay, so I'm gonna prime with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is just always in my everyday makeup baskets, so it's not in my collection, but Here we go. Let's go. I like to do my eyes first for this look for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, as you would have seen, I did pull a little pigment, and even though it's a pressed pigment, it still can be a little bit flaky, and it's the same with the pigment I usually use. I did pull this. I do usually use a Pastel Roses shade. It's the shade Warmth of the Sun, I think. Beautiful, very similar vibes. But I thought I'd switch it around a little bit today. So I actually start with the shimmer. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So I actually start with the shimmer in these looks. Actually, no, that's a lie. Oh my god, I have done this look before, I promise. Why am I so dark? So no, I'm going with the lid setting shade first. Sorry, what's going on? I don't know. I always like to set the lid. I know it's quite a personal decision whether to set the lid or not. Some people love it, some people hate it. I cannot do my makeup without setting the lid. I just feel like it makes me feel a little bit more put together. It makes my eyeshadows blend a little bit easier, not having a tacky base underneath. There we go. Is that lighting a bit better? I don't know. Who knows? So yeah, I'm going to blend. And I'm going to bring it all through, like right up to my brow. And then out as well a little bit. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the pigment. You can tell I've not been on a dating event in so long. I do have one on Thursday coming up. I'm filming this on Sunday night, but this is like my preparation. Like, I'm not actually going on a dating event today. I'm not doing my makeup for a dating event now, but this is more, you know, prep. I've not been on a dating event in months, so I'm prepping with you guys. We're going to practice together, and this is obviously what I do all the time. That pigment is so stunning. I need to use this so much more. That's so pretty. It's not the most impactful thing in the world. It's quite a smooth, glittery finish, but it's nice. Okay. This is going to be a staple in my dating event makeup bag. And I'm just literally putting that all over, all through the crease, all on the lid, literally everywhere. We will cover most of it up, but I want it to be seen. And I've gone quite high up as well. So if you go a little bit too high up, you can just use the lid setting shade brush and just buff out the edges. Okay, this is bringing back memories. It's like muscle memory now, you know? Then we pulled the palette. And I always do this shade Scorched first, which is the deep, deep brown. And I take that on a little like angled eyebrow brush. And I start to make a wing with this. I go all across the lash line first, all the way into the inner corner. And then make a wing up there. I always do a thing where I make it way too big. So let's not make it too big, she says. That's quite a big wing. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's a good job we're just practicing today. Yeah, I always make it way too big. Oops. Oopsies. It's okay. It's okay. And then another reason why I like to do my eyes first with this look is because I just kind of push it up. I know some people will hate me for doing that. I'm sorry, but that's what I do. And it makes it look better. So that's what I'm going to do, okay? Great. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. So I did actually have a date the other night. I did a whole get ready with me going on this date. And it went okay. I was just not attracted to him at all. He was so nice. He is such a nice guy. He treated me so well, but it was a no from me. It's what happens on every single one of the Hinge dates that I go on. Hinge is like cursed for me because I start talking to a guy who I think is really attractive, and then the moment I see him in person, I'm like, no. And I've been in the place before where I thought, well, maybe if I stick with it, I'll fall in love. Maybe. No. I know myself, I'm not. I either feel it or I don't. And unfortunately, I didn't feel it with him. So nice, though. So nice. It's so frustrating. But that's definitely a reason why I started going to these in-person dating events. So I can see someone in real life and instantly make the decision if I like them or not. So I don't have to waste like a week of talking and then organising a date and then realising that I don't find them attractive. I can just, boom, You know, that's why I like these dating events. And I do have one on Thursday. Like I said, I'm really excited. I've not been to one in a while. The last one I went to is when I caught my ghoster. And I just decided I needed some time off from that. So yeah, I'm going to go to one again. Not in the city that my ghoster is in a different city. So I will not be bumping into him, thank God. That was a bit awkward. I did make a whole video about that if you were interested in the tea. But no, my date the other day, we went bowling. I won one round and then he won the other round. But the weirdest thing is we both got the exact same score across both games. So like, even though I won one and he won one, both of the games added up. We got the exact same score. So I think it was more of a draw, but it was really, really nice. Okay, and then I go in with Fennec, which is this mid brown. This is like such a basic look for me. I never do these like super basic looks, but for my dating events, I gotta. I don't have to. That is a lie, but you know what? And then I'm gonna run this straight along that smoky wing that we did. And I'm just gonna smoke this out really messily. I'm not really taking much care because I am going to be able to clean it up in a second. And the reason why I put the shimmer down first is because if I put the shimmer down last, I'd kind of lose all of this depth that I put on the lash line, and I don't really want to do that. So that's why I do that. I am talking to a guy right now on Hinge who is really, really cute, but then there is the Hinge curse. I'm so scared of the Hinge curse. I'm so scared I'm going to meet him and go, no, I don't like him. But I think this guy's really cute. I do like this guy quite a lot. So I don't know. But I'm not asking him out on a date. I'm not doing it. I've learnt my lesson. I did do a whole video recently, and I think it was called something like Dating Will Never Be the Same. And I came to this conclusion that like, I am constantly asking the guy out, I'm constantly organising everything, I'm constantly paying for everything, I'm constantly doing everything, so I'm not doing it anymore. If this guy wants to go on a date with me, he can ask me out. I'm not asking him, I'm not doing it, don't worry. Even though I think he's really cute and even though I really like him, obviously as much as you can without meeting someone, you know, I'm not crazy, don't worry. But I think he's really cute, but if he doesn't ask me out, he doesn't ask me out, and I'm not asking him. I'm not doing it. And I know some people might find that really petty, but I've done it for too long. I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, I'm going to take a smaller brush. No, I'm going to take the same angled brush, and I'm just going to slowly start blending that brown. I'm just kind of bringing it up to try and fade that brown a little bit because it can be a bit harsh. I'm just taking my time. Slowly just blending away. Okay, cute. I will just go back into the deep brown shade and just re-intensify that outer wing. Just to make sure that I still have that effect. And then just go over it again with the lighter brown. Okay, and then I've actually really liked going in with a black liner. I actually didn't pull this in my ShopMy stash section. I'm very sorry. But I got a black liner. I always forget about liners in my ShopMy stashes and things like that. So, whoopsies. But I'm going to start popping that on the lash line. And then also into this wing a little bit. I'm just making a slight wing. And then blending it out with that angled brush and just smoking it out a teeny tiny bit. You guys know I love depth. I love a good black eyeshadow. And so this is perfect for me. And I literally just keep going back and forth between those three shades. Blending and making sure everything's good and smoky. I think that's the trick with blending. It's just patience. It's nothing really crazy or technical. It's literally just go back, go forth, do it again, try again, try again. That's all that you can do. And now I'm going to add that black to the other side, but like look at the difference. I just find that crazy. Like this side is so much more dramatic and smoky and cool. The hotel I've booked for this dating event, oh, I'm actually dreading going back. It was the same hotel that I was at for another dating event. And I had the worst, this is TMI, but whatever. I had the worst endometriosis flare up that night. And I had to let someone know in the morning that I'd stained the sheets. I couldn't just leave. I couldn't do it. I couldn't just leave it there. I had to tell someone because I felt so bad. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like, it was an accident. Like, we're not, you know, it's fine. Don't worry. And I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm going to go back to the same hotel. And when I check in, they're going to be like, oh God, you again. No, they were so nice about it though. I was so scared to tell them. I was just gonna leave, but I can't. I have to just say something. So yeah, this will be my 4th dating event. Yeah, the first one I met my ghoster for the first time. Then I was like with seeing my ghoster, pre-ghosting. And then the second one was trying to get over my ghoster. And then the third one is where I bumped into my ghoster again. So this is fourth time lucky. Let's go. It's in a different city though. It's in a different city than where my ghoster lives. So I know I'm not going to be bumping into him, which is great. But yeah, we will see. We will see if anything comes of it. I don't know. I also like to bring the lighter brown in a little bit. I don't know. I just find that it flatters me a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Okay, and then I like to go in with a little cotton stick. Normally I use a makeup wipe, but I don't really want to waste a whole makeup wipe doing this. So I'm just going to use a little cotton bud and cut out that wing and go up like that. And I will take away any like fallout too. I think 9 times out of 10, I will do my base first. But when I want it to look really, really good, and when I'm like going out somewhere, I will do eyes first, just to make sure. Okay, now I gotta get this even. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm just gonna buff out the edges. I don't really like it to look too sharp. I like it to look sharp, but like not crazy sharp. So I'm just gonna buff the edges out with my fluffy brush. Now let's do the base. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. This is kind of how it normally looks. So that's always a good thing. I keep thinking though, if I found it difficult to find a man with my lesser standards, how on God's green earth am I gonna find a man now that I've heightened my standards? I don't know. Okie dokie. Now let's pull for a foundation that is going to make me feel good, that is going to cover up every sin I've ever done and make me feel ready to go. I've used a number of foundations at my dating events. So I have used this one before. This is the Revolution Matte Base. However, this one broke me out really, really badly. I do have a backup, which is completely sealed. So this is an option. I have used that one before, but the one that I've been using the most is this. This is my Bperfect Chroma cover. This is the foundation I use when I want long-lasting, full coverage, full glam, like in your face, best of the best. It is this one. So I'm gonna pull this one. It had to be. It had to be. It had to be. Now, I've started with this foundation because if you've been on my channel, the pump doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know why. So I'm gonna put my hair back. And what I've started to do is unscrew the cap and then just put it on like this. And this has been working for me. So here we go. Slightly messy. That's okay. There is an illuminating version of this because this is so matte. This is a matte foundation. This is full extreme coverage matte. And I kind of want to try the luminous one. I'm not really a luminous girl, but I think it would be quite nice to have. I was thinking of doing a full face of Bperfect at some point. I think that would be really, really fun. So if you like that idea, let me know and I can do that. I want to get my full face of series back and running. I have mentioned a few times on my channel that I am hopefully starting a new teaching job soon, and that's going to really boost my income quite a lot. I've had a few money issues. I won't go too much into it because I feel like I've mentioned it quite a lot on my channel, and I don't want to... I don't know, I feel a bit odd talking about like how low money is with you guys sometimes, but I know that some people can find it a bit annoying, so I won't really go into it. But because money's been a little tight, my full face of and my new review videos have not really been around over the past few months. So if you were wondering where my new reviews are, that's why. But all my references have come back absolutely fine. Finally, I was waiting on a reference for so long. But no, it's all come back absolutely fine. So I'm just being put through like another stage now, which will probably come back absolutely fine. Like there's nothing that I can think of that will stop me getting this job. But I'm just really, really excited to start because I want to grow this channel and I want to try some new makeup and I want to just have some fun. Like I loved doing my full face of series. And so I just really want to start doing it again. So I've got Bperfect on the list. I've got Colourpop on the list. Even though Colourpop is a little bit difficult to get here in the UK, I've got it on the list because I do want to do a full face of Colourpop. I've got a few Colourpop products, but I've always wanted to proper delve deep into Colourpop. I think I've only ever tried their lip products and their eye products. I don't think I've ever actually tried their base products. So oh no, I've got a blush from them. So I don't know, it'd be nice. It would be nice. So if you have any other full face of brands that you want me to do, let me know down below. I've also been sent quite a few new goodies in PR. So I'm thinking of doing a full face first impression soon too. That's not going to be brand specific. That's just going to be like a mix of everything. But did you see how full coverage that foundation is? And of course, everything will be linked down below as usual. But I mean, just look at that. I do like to just tap the end of the eyeshadow look with my beauty blender because I do find that sometimes it goes a little bit too far out. And even though it's like a dating night, it's like, you know, you go for it. I don't want it to be like crazy out there. So if your wing is a little bit too far, just tap it on the end with a beauty blender. You should be fine. I feel like this match is okay. It's probably not the best perfect match in the world, but it's not bad. No, I think I've got the right shade. I'm in the shade W2. Maybe slightly yellow. Maybe I'm more neutral, but I always think that I'm I don't know. Shade matching online is the worst thing in the world. I hate it so much. Oh, this foundation though is amazing. My sound wavelengths look a bit different how they usually do, so I don't know what is happening. I don't know if anything's wrong with this audio. I hope not. I don't know. I can panic about it when I edit this, but this foundation just makes me feel good. You've got those makeup products that just make you feel so bougie and beautiful, and this foundation covers, as I said, all my dirty little secrets, everything like that. We're looking a bit two-dimensional right now, but obviously we've not got bronzer and blush on and things like that, but oh, I'm loving it. Let's pick a concealer. And then concealers are all the way down here. Now, concealers, I've got a little bit of a weird relationship with. I've just moved them up a bit so I'm not having to like lean all the way down. I'm not like overly fussed on any of these. I'm not gonna lie. I need to expand my concealer collection a little bit because it's not really doing much for me. I do like this one, which is the Catrice True Skin. However, it's really dark for me, so I use this as a foundation. And then I do like this Essence Camouflage. However, it's the same color as my skin tone, so I kind of use this as spot concealer. I think I'm going to pull the Nabla one, though. This is the Nabla Close Up. This is a really, really good coverage, so, I mean, I'm sure I'm sure we're still gonna look pretty good. And it's slightly lighter, I'm sure you can see, lighter than the Essence and the Catrice, so it's gonna give me a little bit of lightening too. Okay, so this is a pretty full coverage one as well. I always do proper full coverage moments when I do these dating events, just because, again, it makes me feel good. So I'm gonna use this. This can pull a little bit yellow, so I think if I do cool tone makeup looks, I probably wouldn't use this concealer, but because this makeup look is quite warm, and so's the foundation, I think we can probably get away with this. I can't remember what concealer I normally use for dating events. I'm not 100% sure, I can't really remember, but I am thinking of getting a few new concealers in. I want to do another full face of Troublemaker, but different products, because I know Troublemaker has a massive, massive line, so maybe that can be fun. Because I know I missed their concealer on the website last time when I did my initial full face of Troublemaker. So that could be fun. I don't know. Let me know. Give me like recommendations down below because I want to know what you guys want to see. Okay, this is the great opportunity to sharpen that wing again. Boom. Like that. Yeah. I had a little blip with my makeup because I was starting to think that every single concealer that I owned was too drying for me and it was too like creasy for me, but I think it's just because I've been using powder wrong. I've been stuck in 2016 not baking my under eyes but using a bit too much powder under my eyes. So I think I'm going to try a bit of a different method today with my powder, because now I'm not actually thinking that it's my concealer's fault, I'm actually thinking it's my powder's fault, and that would actually make a lot of sense. I do have quite dry skin anyway, so I do have to be a little bit careful. Okay, what do we think? We're full coverage queens today. Oh my goodness. Okay, Stan is snoring away. Stan got a royal telling off today, right? Little bit of a chill. Let's all just debrief a little bit. Stan got a massive telling off because I went to the Amazon locker earlier today, and normally when I leave him on his own, I put all of his leads and things out of the way, because when we first got him, he had this habit of chewing up his leads. I completely forgot. And I got home and his lead was in bits all over the floor. So he had a right telling off today. He was outside for quite a while. We do have like an enclosed garden and everything like that, but no, when he's bad, he goes outside. It wasn't raining, it wasn't cold, just so everyone knows. Yeah, but he knew he was not a good boy today. So let's move on to powder. Let's continue the full glam theme. So then I have my powders. I've been going off loose powder recently, which is interesting. I've been setting my under eyes with pressed powders. And so, you know what? I'm gonna try a bit of a different technique. Like I said before, I'm not actually going on a dating event today. This is more of a recreation. So I'm sure I can kind of play around a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is take my Huda, and I'm gonna really tap off the excess. I'm not gonna bake as much, and I'm gonna see if I like this. Because I don't want all my loose powders to go to waste, because, I mean, I've got quite a few. So now that I've changed the way I do my makeup, I don't want all this to go to waste, you know? So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully I like how it looks, because otherwise I'm a bit screwed. So like I said in that, I'm gonna use a loose powder, but I'm gonna use it a little bit differently. So let's debrief. Normally, what I do is get my... It's really dirty. Don't look. I'm so sorry. I get my powder and I kind of tap it off a little bit, and then I would use that under my eyes. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to like tap off basically all of the excess into the cap. And then I'm just going to use that instead and use that to set under my eyes. And really press that in. I want to use a bit less because I found that my eyes can look quite crinkly throughout the night. But if I use a pressed powder, it doesn't seem to look as crinkly. So then I'm just going to use what I tapped off and tap all that off as well. And use that on the other side. And I'm hoping that this is going to make my eyes my under eyes a little bit less dry looking. Because I think I have been stuck in 2016 a little bit with that. Time to move on. It's time to get with the times, Caitlin. Okay, I'm feeling better already about that, to be honest. Like, it's set, but it's not too much. So, okay. And I might just take the teeny tiniest bit in the cap. Like, that is more than enough. And just kind of use this on my face. And just set the rest of my face with that. Let me know, has anyone else gone off loose powder? Is that just me? I used to always use loose powder under my eyes and then press powder on the rest of my face. But now I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm going back and forth on my powder preferences. And it's like confusing me so much. Okay, we're all set. We're all good. Let's go. Let's move on. I think that's the least amount of powder I've used in my life. But no, I think that looks good. It's not too much. I think I could probably get it even smoother with a pressed powder. But I think it looks nice. I'm sure when my oils start coming through as well, it'll just kind of break it down into a nice amount. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along. Alrighty then, bronzer. I feel a little bit pale now. I am, just a little bit, but let's bronze up. Let's kind of get some cheek action going. Okay, cheek products. I'm trying to remember what bronzer I used last dating event. It was quite a while ago, can't lie. I normally go for something a little bit more golden, so I used this in a video recently. That's my Fenty. I like to use things that are a little bit bougier. I know that drugstore makeup is like so good. Like this is one of my favourite bronzers. It's from Primark. It's £1. But when I go to the dating events, I kind of want to feel a bit bougie, you know? I just want to feel a little bit more, ooh. Maybe I'll pull this. This is from Kevyn Aucoin. This is definitely bougie. Right, I'm going to try and do this with one hand. Ugh, oh my god, I did it! Oh, I'm actually really proud of that. This is the Neo bronzer. It's like an ombre kind of thing. So yeah, let's do this one. Okay, let's go. I have definitely used the Fenty on a dating event once. I can't remember if I've used this on a dating event. I'm not too sure, but it is a really, really nice one. I'll probably use it on the next dating event. I'll probably use all of these products on the next dating event, to be honest. Like, even though I do the same look, I do sometimes switch up products a little bit. But I think this, as I said in the intro of this video, this is almost like my comfort look for the dating events. It's almost like I know what I'm getting. I know I feel good. And I know that it works with the men. So here we go. I'm just going into the middle because this is a ombre kind of product. I'm just kind of going in to the middle of this. Okay, I feel like bronzer puts everything together a little bit. I feel like adding bronzer is the step that just makes things look, ooh, you know? I just love how bronzer looks on me. It sculpts out just enough, but it's not a contour. You know, it sculpts out just enough of my features to make me look like chiseled, but not Maleficent-y. I really don't like a grey contour on myself because I just find that it's a bit too much. But a nice warm bronzer, I think is really lovely. And I do like to use, not like bougie products for my dating event looks, but I remember saying in, I think it was the bronzer pulling section, because I filmed the whole Shop My Stash before I sat down to film my makeup. But I do like a little bit of a higher end product when I go out. Not because I'm like, ugh, drugstore's cheap. I don't know, it just makes me feel a little bit more expensive. It's like wearing like Primark versus like Prada, you know? It just makes you feel a bit like bougie. Any other day, I'd wear a drugstore bronzer quite happily. I don't know, there's just something about it. There's just something about it. I'm just gonna say that. Don't kill me. That being said, the blush that I pulled, I think this is drugstore. I'd say this is drugstore. Let me know if you like this kind of handheld version of Shop My Stashes, because that could be fun. So I'm doing quite a warm look today. I mean, MAC Peaches would be a great one, but I've used that recently in a video. I love this. I did use this in one of the dating events. This is the Bling and Blush from Attraction. This is like perfect. It's got a blinding highlight. And then on the top, here we go. There we go. It's got a beautiful pinky toned blush. So stunning. I have used this at a dating event as well. This is one of my favourite blushes. This is from Kiko. It's the Unexpected Paradise. I might try that. That is like really warm toned, and I like quite a warm toned blush, like I said before. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one because I definitely used this at a dating event before, and I want this to be quite like what I actually use, you know? I've absolutely used this on a dating event before. I distinctly remember, I think it was the last one that I went on, the one where I bumped into my ghoster. Oh, the memories. I'm never going to that city ever again for a dating event. I just can't do it. I'm not doing it because I know he's going to be there. So I can't do it. I'm going to stick to the other city that I go to. I'm quite lucky because I'm smack bang in the middle of 2 different cities. So I can go to either or. I'm a bit annoyed now that half the men have been cut out of my dating pool. But you know what? That's fine. Whatever. I do really love this blush. This was my #1 blush at some point. I remember doing a blush ranking and this was #1. It's very different to everything else I have in my collection. It's quite like almost yellow tan. I think your average blush is like pink or peach or slightly purple leaning. This is like, oh yeah, like a yellow leaning blush, but in a really lovely way. And it smells gorgeous as well. Ugh. It's just something a little bit different, and I do quite like it. It's quite subtle. It's almost like a bronzery kind of shade. It's a blushy bronzer. It like meshes so well into the bronzer. I don't know, I just really, really like it. I think it looks really, really pretty. It's definitely still like a favourite. I'm not sure if it would be my ultimate favourite now. My makeup collection has grown a hell of a lot since I did that ranking video like years ago. It's definitely up there though, just because it's so unique. I feel like I have blushes that look the exact same, but this is just different. I don't know, there's something about it. I really, really do enjoy it. I think it goes with this look really well too, so win-win. Okay, highlight. It can only be one. And then, reaching even more, these are my highlighters. I've definitely used Cookie. That is an absolute classic. I've definitely used my Nabla. That's a good one. I think it's gotta be Cookie though. This is like when I need to feel bougie and glowy and just like feeling good. It is tested on animals though, which is such a shame because this product is so good. Why do that, Benefit? But yeah, it is a go-to. I will never repurchase this, but it's here. It's in my collection. Can't do much about it now. I never reach for my face palettes. They're just there. Anyway, moving on. Of course. I know it's tested on animals. Benefit, why? But this was a gift. So, you know what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to love it. I do feel so bougie when I wear this though. I know it's not good. It's not good. Oh, but look at that. Ah! Can you see how blinding that is? I always find it really difficult to show highlight on camera. Oh, I love it. It's just, it just makes sense. Is this like a 2016 blinding highlight that's probably not cool anymore? Yes. But do I want to wear it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Of course I do. I remember Make Me Up Missa raving about this, and then I begged my mum for this one Christmas, and my poor mother was sent all around everywhere trying to find it for me because I think it was like in a set or something. I don't think you could buy it on its own at the time. And yeah, well, I finally got my hands on it, so here we go. Okay, I'm feeling good. I'm going to go back to the Beauty Bay palette just to do my under eyes. But this is the kind of vibe that we're going with. I'm liking it. I knew I'd like it. I've done this look many, many times. Like, look at the dip in the shade Scorched. This whole palette is going to look so unused apart from like the 2 or 3 shades that I use in this look. As I said though, when you find a look that works for you, it works for you. I am noticing this one is slightly like higher than this one. Oopsies, I've literally just realised that now. Just tried to fix it, but that was not good of me. That does not look great. I'm just gonna run this along my lash line and then up into this wing as well. Like I said before, I don't really want it to be too sharp. Yeah, I've just blended this so it looks a little bit less uneven. Whoopsies. Oh well. Okay. We're looking pretty good. I feel like lashes make this look though. I feel like this look isn't quite complete without lashes. I always feel a little bit like before I put the lashes on, but I'm going to go back in with the little pigment shade just on a little brush, and I like to put this on the lower lash line, so whichever shimmer is on my lid, I just like to bring it down onto my lower lash line. I just feel like it completes the look a little bit. And then I'm going to go back into Desert Haze and go in with Salt Flat, which is this bright, vibrant white shade. I put that on the inner corner. And that is so vibrant. I love that shade so much. It just really opens up the eyes. And then the slightest bit on the brow bone. Okay, so these are like the eyes pre-lashes. Now let's pick out a lip product to add to this look. I don't really know what I want to pull. Normally I just use Brink from Colourpop, which is in a Project Pan right now. I feel like my mic is in the world's worst place, so I'm sorry about that. What do I want? I might do something like quite basic. This is from Beauty Bay. It's the Coconut and Vanilla Lip Balm. I used this quite recently though, so I don't really know if I should pull that again or not because, as I said, use that. But something quite similar is this. This is from No7. It is the Hydraluminous in the shade Nude, and it's very, very similar. It's one of those like lip balm, my lips but better kind of products. So I think I'm going to pull this. Why not? I kind of struggled with a lip product, to be honest, but I'm gonna, yeah, I think this is a good one to go with. I need a lip liner first. Hang on. It's trusty old MUA Sincere. Love it. She's a babe. This is just a great drugstore neutral lip liner. And then I'm gonna go with the No7 Hydraluminous. This is very, very natural, like lip balmy vibes. I do like to put quite a lot on. It's kind of pale. Should I deepen it with something? I don't know. I'm just going to do a little bit more lip liner just to deepen it a little bit. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, like I said, everything looks better with lashes. I did put my gunky old lashes on just because, I mean, I'm not actually going to a dating event today and it's 7:30 in the evening and I'm going to film a few like TikToks and a few Instagram reels, a few YouTube shorts and things like that. Like, I'm not actually going anywhere, but I do have some like fresh lashes that are not on today. I'm gonna put on my Fenty lip gloss. Like I said in a recent video, if you don't want a man to kiss you, put on a lot of lip gloss because they won't like that. And that's exactly what I want from a dating event. Here we go. Look. Ooh, I feel good. As soon as, it's so weird. As soon as the lashes go on, I'm a different person. And I'm like, ooh, 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 you know? So yeah, this is my like catfish date night glam. Everyone's been asking for it. How did you feel about the ShopMy stash section of this video? I've never really done anything like that before, but I think it's so much fun. And if you like it, let me know because I'll do it a little bit more often for you as well. So this is it. This is the look, the famous look. I did put the black eyeliner all through the waterline. I just feel like that makes my eyes look a little bit more like bright blue and a bit more like contrasty, you know? And then I did my brows and my lashes. So there we go. What do you think? would you recreate this look? I literally reach for this every single time I do one of these looks for my dating events. Like, I really, really do love it. I think it's just perfect for this look. Could you do this look with literally any other neutral palette? Yes, I did this look with my channel members with my Natasha Denona Glam palette. A little bit more of a cool tone take on it, but the exact same look. You could probably pull out any neutral palette and do the same thing, but for me, I'm just kind of gravitating towards this one, so here you go. Leave all your thoughts down below. I will be out on Thursday for my next dating event. I'm really excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it. I've missed it over the past few weeks / month and a bit, and I'm just really excited to go, not necessarily to find the love of my life, but because they're always just good fun. And so, yeah, I'm going to go do it. So here we go. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you today, guys. Have an absolutely incredible day. Like and subscribe. Don't forget, you can join my channel memberships if you would like exclusive content. And I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye-bye.